You are tuning in late to the apocalypse. Welcome to Brains, a D&D podcast. On with the show.
I thought you were going to say we're queer.
Welcome back to Immortal, everyone. We are good. We are here. We are still in quarantine. It's okay, Boris. We understand. Last time, you guys encountered Brian down in the cellar and decided to fight him immediately.
Hello.
In the ensuing battle, you convinced him to go to sleep and you buried him under the ground of the cellar.
We're very persuasive.
I'm very persuasive. Thank you very much.
Chaels.
You guys were then suddenly attacked by the beast, which immediately mauled Ewan's arm and threw him across the room. You guys woke up Brian and brought him back to fight the beast as a distraction.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Before you guys ran away. Danger Mike played Yu-Gi-Oh! And used Ewan as a character to fight this beast.
It did not end well.
You guys decided to run out the other end through the tunnel while Brian stayed behind getting mauled by the beast. You made it out the tunnel and Ewan was reunited with one of his teammates, Bing Wendu, now under the name Sinir, as an assassin for hire. And he took you guys to Thornspring Village, a mysterious little village in the woods, where you guys finally had some lodging. However, you guys spent the day there, you all did different things. Hamish got a classic Scottish caber, which was very pretty. Ewan played football with Bing Wendu. Charles got some adrenaline from the healer. And Danger Mike decided to summon his girlfriend, and they canoodled. You guys then spoke to the leader of Thornspring Village, who goes under the name Delectus, but his real name is Dave. And Hamish, you fixed his radio for him, and you guys rocked for the night. And he said that tonight you were going to rock, and the next day you were going to hunt the beast. And I don't think my headphones are working.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, that's where we are now. Where do you guys sleep in Thornspring Village? Because Delectus offered you...
The middle of the campfire.
Okay, Danger Mike sleeps outside.
Wherever Bing's hut or house is, I just sleep there.
Okay, Ewan bunks with Bing Wendu in his hut. Okay, you lodge in with Steve for the night. You go in, he's like, "Hey man, welcome to my house." And yeah,
on the contrary, that is exactly what I said to Bing.
He prepares a little nest for Weejar.
Like we used to.
He prepares a nest for Weejar, and him and Tracker get along well. Charles, what about you?
Well, I thought that the lady that gave me the adrenaline was quite charming, so I think I'll stay with her.
Is there anything? Okay, you how do you approach this? You go over to her hut. And she's like, "Oh, hi there! Welcome back to my hero shop."
Hello. All of my friends are gone. I'm tired and I have nowhere to sleep.
Oh, well, that's okay, darling. You can come in and sleep with me.
Oh, wow. I totally don't regret my decision. Thank you.
It's all gonna be fun. We'll bake some cookies. I'll get you some milk, and we'll get you all tucked inside for bed. And
right.
You gave me some adrenaline. I'll give you some.
You get slightly emotional as she reminds you of Toby as she bakes you chocolate chip cookies and gets you a glass of milk.
She bakes you Toblerone.
She gets you in a Toblerone. She tucks you into bed and kisses you on the forehead. She sings you a lullaby and you go to sleep.
Oh.
Right, during your sleep, we're gonna level everyone up.
Yay!
So, you're now taking a full rest as well, so your ability to refresh. Hey everyone, it's your Dungeon Master here, taking a moment out of this episode to quickly shout out some other content I'm a part of or currently working on. For example, you can check out my Twitch at FogBeans, where I do live streams of me drawing various campaign art, or you might catch me doing some thumbnails, logos, or merch for the Fog Clan. Or if live streams are a little too long for your liking, I make quick time lapses and upload them to my YouTube, FogBeans. And if that is also too long for your liking, then you can check out my Instagram, also called FogBeans. Speaking of the Fog Clan, if you're interested in lots of different gameplay videos from a hard-working and up-and-coming gaming clan, check out at Nebula Fog on Twitch, where you'll see different members of the clan streaming different games, such as Minecraft, Valorant, Fortnite and CSGO, among others. I myself am currently streaming my Pokemon Fire Red adventure once a week, and feel free to check out Fog's biggest channel, Fognadio. Also check out our podcast Instagram page, at BrainsD&D Podcast. That's FogBeans, Fogbeans on Twitch, YouTube and Instagram, Nebia Fog, Nebbiafog on Twitch and Instagram, Fognadio, Fognaddeo on Twitch, and BrainsD&D Podcast on Instagram. On with the episode. All of you go to sleep that night. You've leveled up, you've had a good sleep, you are mentally preparing for the hunt tomorrow morning. However, you're all woken up by a loud scream in the middle of the night. Hamish, this scream is closest to you. You jump up awake and you see, you hear a massive crash and walls breaking, and you see half of the hut you're in has been torn down, and you hear Steve screaming, "Ah, he's got me!" Ah! And the stomping going into the forest.
Run towards the noise.
You run into the forest. The rest of you, you guys hear Dave going, "Everyone, hurry up! There's an attack! There's an attack!" And you see him runs out. He runs out with the big fur coat on him again. He's got like bits of armor pieces, and you see he's holding a sledgehammer.
Nice.
And you see Bingwendu grabs his bow and daggers and ties them to his chest, and he's ready to go, and he runs after Delectus. Charles, you leave the Healer's Heart and see the chaos outside. Danger Mike, you're obviously out there sleeping, so you're woken up by the trampling of about 10 woodland hunter soldiers following Delectus and Bingwendu. I'm assuming you and you're following right behind Bing?
Yes.
And they're all running to the forest to chase after this beast that has just attacked. Charles, what do you do?
Oh my, right, okay, well, first things first, I make sure that I've got all of my equipment.
Yep, you can pick up all your equipment, you're good.
Perfectly fine, awesome. Now, I'm going to follow after these very fine, well-trained hunters, however, about 20 paces back. Just to be cautious.
Okay, cool. You follow these guys about 20 paces back and you run into the forest.
Right.
Danger Mike.
I'm sleeping in a campfire, right?
I mean, you're awake now in the middle of the village.
Okay. So where is everyone running?
Towards the forest, just down one side of the village. You see one hut's been half demolished and they're all running past it into the forest.
Okay, I run the opposite direction.
You run in the opposite direction for about 40 seconds, and you feel a stick fly out of the trees and whack you in the face. You look down, and the stick has a little note attached that says, "Follow them, you idiot." And you look on the other side, and it's got a little drawing of the witch doctor in a bikini.
Oh, in that case, I run where everyone else is running.
He's sending mutes.
Okay, you guys all run into the forest. You eventually find each other all together, and you group up
with Delectus and Sinir being
Am I there now, or am I?
Yeah, you're with them. You
Right.
they've caught up to you, and you see the 10-8 troops also like spread out around you. They go a bit further ahead, and you, Hamish, and Delectus are kind of at the front of the charge, followed by Ewan and Bing Wendu, with Charles and Mike at the back. You guys all run for a couple minutes, and you notice the forest is getting darker and darker. You see you guys kind of start losing track of everyone, and you all eventually arrive deep in this forest. You remember you've been in this same forest before, but it seems slightly different. As you run into the forest, it begins to grow even darker, unnaturally dark. You feel yourself grow colder, and you notice the wind becomes absolutely silent. The cold air seems to wrap around you, like tightening around your feet and your neck. It starts shortening your breath and slowly blowing a piercing chill down your spine. You look up, and the branches seem like long, crooked claws that seem to trap you in this forest and this darkness. It's just about letting through a few streaks of moonlight. You wait, and you wait, and you wait, and you listen. You begin to hear your own heartbeats and your own breathing, and your breathing becomes short and as silent as you can possibly make it as you try to hear something. You know this beast went into this forest. It's absolutely silent. You guys all stop from your running as you try to get an idea of where this could have gone. You try to hear something, anything, but you can't see anything. It's pitch black. You can barely see about 10 feet ahead of you. Yet you notice the hairs on the back of your neck stand up, and your heartbeat increases even further. All of you whip your heads around to look, and each and every one of you are alone. You can't see each other. All you see around you is trees, the ground, and the darkness surrounding you and watching you. I'm going to start with Ewan. Ewan.
Thank God, I was getting a bit tired of those guys.
You turn around and see your party has disappeared. You quickly look to your left, and Bing is gone. Your friend.
No!
One of
Bing!
your best friends. You
Bing!
just found him again, and now he's gone. You're alone.
Bing!
Again. You thought your fame would help you, didn't you? Do you feel it? Your throat swelling up, your stomach tightening, your lips trembling, and your breathing becomes staggered. The hair stands up on the back of your neck, and you almost feel heavier, as if gravity is pulling you down. Your head begins to ache, and you look around you. You've lost all sense of direction. Turn around to where your friends are, and nothing. No one. Look at where Bing was standing. Or not. You don't even remember where that was. Suddenly you freeze. Your heart skips a beat, and you've never felt so cold. Did you just hear a sound? Yeah. You can hear something. You hear it again. A few feet ahead of you, deep in the darkness. What do?
Because I rushed out the hut, did I have time to bring the flask of holy water with me?
Yes.
I mean, I do what I always do. I'm going to take a sip and ask the gods.
Okay, you take a sip of holy water.
Is there a god of... Explain to me what the gods are again, so I'm trying to think which would be the best one to talk to in this situation.
There is one for nature.
There is one for nature.
There is a god of nature, yes. Yeah.
He's the one I like.
I've only tried talking to the chaotic one and have had no luck so far, so yeah, let's talk to the nature one.
Okay, you take a sip of holy water, and we're going to switch to Charles now.
Oh, what?
Aha!
Shut up, Charles.
No interrupting, please. Charles, you try your best to hold your head up high as you softly trek through this pitch-black maze of trees. You know you were raised proper. You were raised intelligent, but you're also raised strong. You wonder what your father would tell you now. Would he tell you to get a grip and ignore the pitch black darkness you think is watching you? What about Toby? But Toby's not here. You don't know where he is. You don't know where you are. Look behind you. Everyone's gone. And the panic slowly sets in as your spine becomes icy cold and your facade and your posture breaks. You feel your fingers tremble on the handle of your gun. Your eyes dart from side to side. Something is coming. Do you feel it? You desperately want it to be someone to help you. Your father, Toby. You wait a bit longer. Nothing. You look deep into the shadows and do you see something? Did something move? You freeze and you listen. Silence. Not even the wind. And snap! The sound of a twig snapping. Your heart has never beaten so fast. You stare into the darkness where the sound came from. You have 5 seconds to decide what to do. What do you do, Charles? 5, 4,
I sprint
3.
towards it!
You sprint towards it, and we're going to switch to Hamish.
I'm ready.
Hamish, you've kept your spirits high so far. You're a chuckly Highlander. You stop for a second to think they might last... sorry, let me say that again. You think for a second that your high spirits might last in this forest. You've made it this far. You've made some friends. But you stop. Your mind stops the instant you feel Wee Jock become alert. You look around, but there's nothing. You listen, but you can't hear anything. You look at Wee Jock, and you have never seen such focus and fear in his eyes, and you know what this means. You grip your hands around your caber. Your heart is pounding, your breath is both incredibly heavy, yet silent. You feel cold. And something's coming. You hear it. To your left, about 30 feet away. 25, 20, no, behind you. Something about 15 feet away, and then nothing. Is it gone? You grip your caber tighter with trembling arms. You obviously rely on Wee Jock to help you with your senses. He can clearly see something you don't. But you look on your shoulder, Hamish, and Wee Jock is missing.
No!
He's gone. You hear a sound again, this time in front of you. 10 feet, 8 feet, 7 feet, 6, 5 feet. Hamish, what do? You have 5 seconds to decide.
I'm gonna
5,
grip my caber and
4,
trace the
3.
outlines of Fenrir on it and say a prayer.
Okay, you make a prayer to Fenrir, and we are now going to switch to Danger Mike.
Because I've got those Fenrir engravings on it, so I hope that's some sort of channel.
You can't lie to yourself, Danger Mike. You were pretty excited to run into this forest. The second you woke up, you felt it in your blood. The same thing you always feel. Danger. You find yourself smiling as you lightly tread through the forest. Wait, weren't there other footsteps? The others are gone. Doesn't matter. You can do just fine on your own, right? You keep walking. You can't help but notice there's nothing around. Just silence. The pitch black darkness. And what is that? Loneliness? Fear? Are you scared of danger, Mike? You brush it off. Of course not. You can't be scared of danger. You continue. You're expecting danger, waiting for something to happen. Is something going to jump at you? Did you just see something move? No. Was that a twig you just heard? No. There's nothing. But if there's nothing, why do you feel so cold? Why is your breath becoming shorter? Are you scared? But there's no danger. You stop, and there's nothing. But you're not scared of the unknown. How long can you bear this danger, Mike? Being stuck in nothing, alone. Are you maybe not important? Do you have friends?
Oh.
You think, would it change anything if you were to just stay here? Why are you so scared, Danger Mike? Give me a perception check.
Oh god, okay, wait. What do I have to roll for
Wisdom.
that? Okay, sheet.
What did you get?
I got 5.
Okay, I'll let you roll with advantage because I kind of want this to happen.
Okay.
I'm feeling nice, sort of.
12.
Are you sure about that?
12 is good enough. You feel there's a tiny bottle in your pocket that wasn't there before, and
I chug it.
you see, without reading the note.
Yeah, I chug the note.
Okay, you'll have a chance to read the note after. You chug this little bottle, and you feel an incredibly sharp pain in your left eye. It feels as if it's burning. And we are going to go back.
Wait.
What?
A pain in my left
What?
eye. Okay.
We are going to cut back to Ewan.
Yay, my turn.
Ewan, you ran ahead right towards the sound, right? Oh no, you
No,
drank the thing.
I took a sip, and I'm trying to speak to the same god that Hamish is praying to.
Okay. You drink the holy water. Make me a religion check.
That is wisdom, yes.
No, it's just a raw check. But
It's just a raw check.
I'll let you do it with advantage from now on with the holy water.
First one is a 13.
Okay.
Second one
Look to your
is
left and
a
see me,
19.
not here.
19, brilliant. You hear the same voice that has spoken to you the last 2 times. You know that this is neither of the gods, and he says, Ewan, I'm sorry, but you know the gods aren't listening. I told you this the last time. The sound ahead of you, it's not dangerous. You can
I'm pretty
walk
close,
towards it. We'll meet again someday. That will, don't know where, don't know when, but we'll meet, okay? Stay strong, Ewan Jackson. And you feel the same. You feel the same breeze of cold air as before, and then you don't hear anything anymore.
Well, I know it's. I now know it's not that. Wait, do I trust this voice? Is it a trustworthy voice?
Give me a roll. A insight check. Wisdom.
Insight. Oh,
Wisdom.
phew! Thank God. Thank God. That is a 13 again.
13's good enough. Yeah, you feel it in your heart that this thing doesn't mean you any harm.
Then I walk towards the noise.
Okay, you tread very lightly through this darkness, and you come to the sound, which sounded or sort of like a walkie-talkie crackling, some static, and you see it on the ground, covered in blood, and there's a lot of bloodstains on the ground and on the tree. And you hear a little voice coming from it. Do you pick it up?
Yeah, why not?
Okay, you pick it up, and you hear the voice of Steve, the little guy who got grabbed by the beast over the radio. And you're like, "Oh my God, help me! I'm being close. Tom at the lake. He's at the lake." And you hear this even not through the radio. You just hear this in the forest. A gut-wrenching, throat-tearing scream from just the direction in front of you.
I'm assuming everyone else heard this.
Yes.
Then I'm also going to assume that they will probably go in that direction. So I'm
Fair
just going to
assumption.
just head in that direction.
Lovely. You head into that direction. That is Charles. Charles, what did you do?
I ran straight ahead.
You ran straight ahead. You go towards the sound, and luckily enough, you see a little squirrel had stepped on a twig, and it snapped. And it.
And I pet the squirrel.
You pet the squirrel. It snuggles you. It shares a little nut with you, and it
Yes!
scurries up the tree.
Squirrel does that.
I like
And
that squirrel.
I'd be scared
after
of
a
that
couple
squirrel.
seconds, you see it hide in the tree, and you hear a scream coming from the distance to your left.
Right, well, that didn't sound good. Everything is telling me to go the other way. However, Toby could be near. So I'm going to follow that.
Awesome. You run towards the scream. Hamish, do me a perception check.
Perception check.
Yeah.
13, but I have +5 to perception, so that's an 18.
Damn. You turn around and you can just about see Wee Jock and you can hear him. And you see this figure has it in its grips and it's moving. It's not necessarily moving fast, but it's like disappearing between the trees. It's a very dark figure and it's moving away from you.
How tall are the trees?
Very.
They're
I mean,
all saplings.
like pine trees height.
Every single
So in
one.
other words, I wouldn't be able to get anywhere by standing on my cable and looking from there.
It's too bushy, too thick.
I am going.
You're in a
I'm
desert.
going to follow him as quickly as I can. I'm going to vault my cable and yodel as I fly towards him with caper in hand.
Nice. Do me an athletics check.
Just for some flavor, okay. 13 again. But I think I've got quite a good bonus. I've got +3 to strength.
Nice.
So
Okay.
I've got at least +3. So that's at least 16. I think I might have extra stuff for. Is 16 enough?
Yeah. With a 16. So this creature, even without the darkness of the forest, you'd already roll your attack with disadvantage. And because you're in the forest, to hit him, you'd have to roll with double disadvantage. But because you did a successful cool vault, you
Got
would
+5
get
to athletics.
nice. So you'd get an advantage for doing successful athletics. You've got high position, so you can do an attack roll with regular disadvantage.
Great. Well, I'm enthused about that one. Another 13. What is this dice? And a 15. So I guess I'll take the 14, and then I have a +2 to that from the caber.
13. Nice. You actually hit this thing. Roll your damage.
That's a D10, right?
Yes.
And then I'm going to add a 2 plus my strength, so I'm going to
You
add
add your
5.
strength.
And then I'm also going to add my caber bonus, right?
Yes.
Wonderful.
Oh wait. Have you got a total of +4? Okay. Well, roll
What?
anyway. Roll what you get.
For damage, for damage, I've got +5.
Okay. Just roll your dice.
Oh, that was a 1, so I get 6 damage. 6 damage.
Oh, you had to roll anything more than a 1 to kill this thing. You managed to crack it in the back. I see you do enough damage for it to drop Wee Jock. And now that you're in close proximity to this thing, this looks like... It doesn't quite look like a regular zombie. It looks even more rotted away. It looks sunken. It looks almost like a skeleton. And it seems so rotted. It seems almost blackened. It looks black, and that's why you couldn't really see it in the darkness. And it's looking right at you, but you have seriously messed it up.
Is Jockey alright?
Roll initiative. Yeah, Wee Jock is alright.
That is a natural 2.
Nice. Okay, this thing is going to go first next time it sees you. We are going to go back to Danger Mike. Mike, you feel your eye burning like it never has before. You move your hand away from your face and you hold the bottle up to see the reflection, to see what's happening to your eye, and you see your iris crack, and it cracks in sort of a cross shape across your eye, and it bleeds into the rest of your eye. Your sclera, the white part of your eye, is now red, and you've got this white cross across it, and your pupil becomes white, and you now
Like
have
the temple
dark
flag.
vision. You can see in the dark with your left eye.
The
Which means-
Sharingan!
It means you have
Just a day in the life of a pro stuntman.
you have dark vision with your left eye, and that means you no longer get disadvantage on perception or insight checks in the darkness.
That's so cool.
And when you look up, first you look up at the bottle, you see a little note attached to it. It says, "Drink me," with a little love heart, and on the back is another crude drawing of the witch doctor in a bikini.
Nice.
And you look up in the distance,
Would
and
donate.
you can actually see all the people scattered around. You see Delectus and Bingwendu are together. You see a bunch of different of these Thorspring village soldiers rushing towards. You can kind of see the glittering of a lake in the distance. They're all going in that direction. You see Charles running in that direction. You see Ewan running in that direction. And you see Hamish is facing some sort of creature with Weejock on his shoulder.
Okay, since I know where everyone is, I'm going to assume they don't want to go to that lake. Or they do. I don't know. But I'm going to get everyone's attention either way. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, get ready for a fight to remember. And of course, everyone will stop from the sheer amazement of my voice. And I will run to that monster and dig under it.
Okay. I'll let you. You can start running towards it. Give me a persuasion check to rally people together.
Well, I mean, surely if they can hit anyone else's foot, they're not going to be like, someone's foot, oh, it's Danger Mike, never mind.
Yeah, but with a persuasion
Wait,
check,
that's-
it'll help them come together.
Wait, hang on. That's charisma,
Yes.
yeah? So, 17.
Cool. You shout this, and you get 5 of these troops behind you. You knew there were 5 more, but you can see in the distance. You can see a couple of them have been mauled by the beast.
Oh, lovely.
Okay, I'm going to quickly do Hamish. Mike, do you run near Hamish, or do you just run towards the lake?
Towards the monster thing. So, aim.
Okay, Hamish. Roll. I'm going to roll this thing's attack first.
Oh no.
Oh yeah. Does a 17 hit you?
Well, I don't think you've improved our AC once, so I think it's still 10.
Mm-hmm.
Does my
Oof.
Constitution or Dexterity affect my AC?
I don't think so, no, but I do need to get you guys some AC items. This thing only does 4 damage to you.
Hallelujah.
That is your turn.
I'm still perfectly healthy.
You can roll this as a regular attack roll because you can now see it in front of you. Once you've spotted it, you don't get.
Can I see Danger Mike coming? Do I know Danger Mike's coming towards me?
You heard him say, "Ladies and gentlemen," and you can hear the people being rallied together. So you now have a sense of where everyone is.
So do I know he's actually coming to join the fight?
Yes.
In that case, I'm gonna try and do an assist. So I'm gonna pick up my caber and try and scoop the zombie up from under himself, so Mike can fly towards him in the air and just smack him.
Brilliant. Give me an athletics check.
An athletics, all right. +5, boys. Let's get going. That's a nat 8, so I got a 13.
I say a 13 is good enough. I mean, you can give him a help action anyway. I was going to see if you could give him like double advantage or something. Danger Mike, you arrive with at the scene where Hamish is facing this weird black skeletal creature with Weejock, and he's just vaulted it into the air, and he shouts at you to kill it. What do you do? I will remind you it's very low health, so it may not require one of your abilities.
Let me think. I shall dig under it.
I've already done that. That's how I got you the assist.
Yeah, he's technically already dug under him.
I do my most daring move yet. I slap it.
Okay, give me an attack roll with advantage. Oh yeah, because you have dark vision. You don't even yeah. You do it with advantage because you have dark vision. Cool.
I
Life
want
is terrible.
dark vision.
What did you get?
You have duck vision.
14.
14. Nice. You hit it. It was on 1 HP. Do you kill it with a slap? How do you kill this thing?
I eat it whole.
That is not a normal sentence.
Okay,
Watching a
Hamish,
zombie.
you bolt this thing into the air with your caber, and you see Danger Mike runs from the darkness. He leaps and smacks this thing, breaking its neck, and for the next minute he spends eating what's left of its remains.
I
You
eat
keep
it
some of the
whole.
ribs.
Oh, I could do that.
Get the witch doctors to fix your ribs.
Okay. I get its blood. I rinse it out like a sponge. Put
Nice.
it in my bottle for later.
Okay, cool. You've eaten this thing.
Remove
Right.
it from the-
I am gonna need. I forgot to get a piece of paper to do initiative stuff. It's cool. I've got one here. Okay, all of you arrive at the scene, and you guys, you eventually group up. You're all a bit tired and weary, but you arrive at the scene. You're at the edge of a lake, and you see this crocodile. You're just in time to see it yeet Steve's mangled body. It just flies up and falls into the lake.
This hurts my soul.
And Steve is most definitely dead. You
What?
see
How can we be sure?
Let's double check. I
his
go
body
head
was
first into the lake.
his body was torn in two.
Yeah,
It
well,
may not have bled out yet.
I have 2 ribs. Anything's possible. I mean,
So you see this fat crocodile on the edge
not very
of
nice.
the lake.
Do I recognize it? Is it the one that
It
almost
is the
killed
same
me?
one as before. Yep.
I don't
and-
want to be here anymore.
This fat
You
Eddie notices that it's the same one, and so he leaves the fat lake.
You see, it also has a few. It has with it a mix of zombies, a few of the weird dark ones you counted, and one blood zombie. Bingwendu and the group of Thornspring villagers go to fight the zombies, and you four and Delectus face the beast. Everyone, roll initiative.
Take this guy. Another nat 8.
17.
So that's 10 with my dexterity.
I also
modifier.
got 8.
16.